Hey guys, I'm coming back here for the video, guys. Today, I want to talk about my opinions of the closed beta. Now, I spent all last night playing this Madden 21 closed beta. Now, I can't show you anything because you can see on the screen right here, no capture for this closed beta. This closed beta is actually not like last year. Last year was franchise mode, and it was online head-to-head and then exposition. This year, franchise mode is not a thing. It is just going to be head-to-head and exposition. So kind of sucks. You guys do not know I love franchise mode, and last year's beta I spent the whole beta playing franchise mode. This year is not a thing, so kind of sucked. I couldn't get as much experience with the beta as I would like to, but I still like, playing the beta a little bit. It's only like 4 teams: Falcons, Bucks, Ravens, and Chiefs. 24 teams, so you can't even play as any team you want. You gotta choose a bit teams that are available. I love the Ravens. It works out for me. I also like the Bucks. Not like the Bucks. I like seeing the Bucks because they got Tom Brady. The Chiefs are also because they got Patty Mahomes, and the Falcons. I don't really care for them. I don't know why the Falcons are on there. Anyway, though, so it was kind of interesting, kind of cool. But overall, let's go ahead and get my opinions of the game. Now, I played on simulation and I played on competitive, 2 different modes. I put on simulation first because that's like the franchise mode. That's what a lot of people play on when it comes to franchise. And then competitive, of course, is for the more MUT style slash, of course, MUT style slash online play, like head to head, stuff like that. So I also play a little bit arcade, and arcade I call like 17 fumbles. Now, I want to preface this off by saying that this is a beta, okay? Last year I played the beta, and was it anything like the real game? Somewhat, but it's just the beta. The game will crash, the game will fail, stuff will happen that's stupid. It's the beta. Will the real game be the exact same? You have to wait and see. But for the most part, it's going to be a little bit different because it is the beta. But with that in mind, I went into that with that in mind, and trust me, not going into this thing and like, oh, this is a complete game. But anyway, offense, stolen offense. Offensively, I don't know. It feels different. And I'm not saying like, so first off, the first offensive thing that they added, that they talked about, was dead leg. Pretty much, you go look at my analog stick right here. If I hit down the right analog stick, when I'm running, I go dead leg. And then bam, I can cut up, and it's a really cool animation. That has worked very well. It definitely plays very well. I don't know what I expected going into it, so I guess I can't give an opinion on how amazing it is. I mean, it kind of feels like it did last year, except it's a little bit more advanced now. I don't know. I kind of don't really have an opinion on it, but it's definitely, it's the same pretty much in my opinion. Not too much different than last year, but it's more advanced in a way. Second off, now this is me personally when I'm playing with, I play with Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, and I play with Lamar Jackson. Lamar, I could run around that field like it was like 2004 Michael Vick. Like I could run around that field like crazy. I did say in my previous video I thought defense would be really OP this year, and for somewhat it is, but also to a degree it's not. Now I'll cover this in the defensive part of this video, but offensively, based on me playing, I wasn't really like the defensive line is very overpowered, but I wasn't like to a point where I could not roll out my pocket, roll around, run around, do crazy stuff and then throw the ball. Especially with Lamar. Tom, obviously not as much, but Lamar definitely. And it was just, I don't know, it was actually kind of like, I felt like it was more mobile than I could be in Madden 20, personally. Other than that, though, let me go ahead and talk about throwing deep. So I threw deep a lot of times, and it feels different than it does in Madden 20. And the reason why is because if you guys have not seen my NCAA 14 franchise, go check it out, the whole series, go check it out. But when I throw a pass deep in that series, right, by the time I throw the pass, I feel like the defenders, the safeties, they break on the ball so quickly. By the time I get the ball to my guy, it's already pretty much either intercepted or knocked down. Same thing happens in Madden 21. In Madden 20, I roll to my right Lamar, right? I have Hollywood Brown on a gun bunch verticals where you know you have the guys like this, it goes like this, and then the guy like that, right? Well, when I have this route on the outside, I motion him out and I roll out to my right, and in Madden 20, I can dot him up down the sideline. In NCAA 14, I can't. If I do that in NCAA 14, the safety plays that and is picked off. Same concept happens in Madden 21. Every time I try to roll out and dot him up on the right-hand sideline, the safety gets it. I'm not able to get it. So, I don't know if that's a part of them saying the defense, is smarter and it, tries harder. That's definitely could be a thing. But I want to debunk one thing because this happened to me. I tried this multiple times and it does not work. Again, I'm going to fix the game with this. But it's when they said your guys will fight for extra yards. And I said this in a video. I really like this about Madden 21. Your guys will fight for extra yards on every play. On plays like 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. I ran 3 4th and 1 plays. And my running back didn't push harder. He didn't try to make a move. He didn't try to fight it. He just got tackled and went down. Like it was a 2nd and 10. Hopefully in the final build that's fixed and they really make it more about what they actually said it was going to be, which was more, the guy fights for it. I hope. Now let's switch over to defense. First off, main thing with defense, and it took me so freaking long, probably longer than probably anyone else. But for example, on defense, hit Y, right? On Madden 20, the quarterback contain, you hit Y, and then you hit left bumper, right? Quarterback contain. Madden 20, it's left bumper twice. It took me like 20 minutes. So there you go. There's a cheat sheet on how to quarterback contain in Madden 20. Left bumper twice. It took me so long to figure that out. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm embarrassed on how long it took me to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. And you guys do not know I love to run blitzes. And I couldn't quarterback contain it. And my blitzes weren't working. It was kind of ticking me off. Speaking of that, though, blitzes, they were definitely coming in heat. Not as much as Madden 20, I felt like. Obviously, the meta will change in Madden 21, and different defensive plays will look better or worse in Madden 21, but my blitzes are coming somewhat. Now, talking about the defensive line, if you do use the defensive line, I like it. If I use my defensive line and I use my linebackers, I would say I really like how it is. I like how it is. Pretty much what happens once you hike the ball, you go ahead and hit the right analog stick, left or right, and if there's a speed rush on the outside, you can get a better pass rush, get a block shed, stuff like that. It really is cool. I like it personally. Sorry, my throat is set. I like it personally. But overall, I mean, yeah, I don't know how many people use the defensive line. Now, if you're using your linebackers, here's when it gets weird. When you use a guy, right, and you run around with him, there's a little straight line and then a circle, right? That goes where you're headed, so where you're covering, and it's the weirdest freaking thing. I'm not gonna lie, it's the weirdest thing. I am still not used to it, and I played 7 or 8 games now, and it's the weirdest thing because I feel like I'm running toward that circle, and I'm not using correctly. I'm not using in the right way because I'm running toward the circle on the screen. I don't really like it personally. I know a lot of people might like it. I don't know if you can turn it off, but it is very weird with that. Overall, though, other than that, I actually had a fumble for 6. Can't show you guys, but I had a fumble for 6 last night. I was in the game. I was down by 10 to the Patrick Mahomes, and I got a fumble for 6. I had Clyde Campbell coming the outside, hit Patrick Mahomes' arm, and he fumbled it backwards. That's an animation I never saw in Madden 20. I always wanted in Madden 20. Never was in Madden 20. It's in Madden 21. I love it. Love that animation. The guy's like this. He's about to throw the ball. Arm gets hit like this. Ball comes out. Fumble for 6. Fumbling is so weird. Okay, so there's actually realistic bounces to the fumbles. When a guy fumbles, it doesn't just go to the ground right away. It bounces, and it's had times now where the ball will bounce, hit the ground, bounce back up, and my guy catches it off the bounce and just keeps running. I like it. I think that's pretty much it. overall, I'm having fun playing Madden 21. But obviously just a beta, and we'll see what ends up happening with the final release. You guys are watching. See you guys next one. Peace out.